Welcome back to Game Crunch, everyone, keeping you up to date with the latest in the video game world. Now today, we're going to go over a couple of the biggest topics happening today in the gaming space, including, you know how Elden Ring Nightreign is having that network test this weekend? Well, looks like they're running into some server issues and crashes. We're going to get into the details on that in just a second. And then Ubisoft. I haven't talked about Ubisoft in probably about a week now, but it just seems, what's that meme? What's that from, I think it's Malcolm in the Middle when the kid says, "How many times I gotta teach you this lesson, old man?" Well, it's kind of like that. It just seems like they just don't understand what they're doing wrong. Anyway, we'll get into the details on that in just a second. But of course, if you like to stay up to date with the latest in the video game world, consider giving Game Crunch a subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and if you find any of this information helpful, give the video a like. Without further ado, let's get into the biggest stuff happening today in the gaming space. So From Software's highly anticipated Elden Ring spin-off called Nightreign is off to a pretty rocky start so far. The first closed network test launched this weekend, but thousands of players trying to get in have overwhelmed the servers, causing connection issues and major delays. The test was supposed to help stress test the game's online features, identify bugs, and check for balance issues. But instead, many players couldn't even log in. From Software quickly acknowledged the problems on social media, announcing emergency maintenance and to try and stabilize things. For those unfamiliar, Elden Ring Nightreign is a co-op focused action game set in the Elden Ring universe. It ditches the long single-player journey for a more fast-paced roguelike gameplay. Players take on 3-night-long survival runs with a shrinking map, kind of battle royale style, and a final boss fight to cap things off. The full game is set to launch on May 30th for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and while this early test has hit some bugs, it is a pretty crucial step in getting the game's multiplayer experience right before the actual release. Hopefully From Software can sort out the server issues soon so players can properly dive into the test. So it is unfortunate that, they're kind of running into some server issues with the game, but I don't think this is really a negative on From Software. It's kind of the whole point of the network test, right? They really want to kind of throw as much as they can at it to kind of see how it does, because nothing would be worse than when you finally actually pay for this game and then you can't play it. This is a little different. So From Software, they're doing the right thing, they're cleaning it up, they're making sure that when the game launches and you actually put your money towards it, that it actually works. Now, Ubisoft, on the other hand, we've kind of learned that maybe that's not how they go about things. Meanwhile, over at Ubisoft, CEO Yves Guillemot has confirmed that the company is going all in on two major types of games moving forward: open world action-adventure titles and live service games. During a financial Q&A session, Guillemot explained that Ubisoft's future lineup will focus on these two pillars: open world action-adventure games like the Assassin's Creed series, not a bad idea, and then live service games like Rainbow Six Siege and The Crew Motorfest, which rely on ongoing updates and player engagement. Ubisoft already has some big projects lined up that fit this strategy. Assassin's Creed Shadows is set to launch very soon, and pre-orders are apparently tracking in line with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so that's good, which became one of the franchise's best-selling in the series. Next year, we'll see more updates for Rainbow Six and the launch of Anno 117 Pax Romana, and the mobile release of The Division Resurgence. And while Ubisoft hasn't revealed its full 2026 lineup yet, they promise more details will come in May. This direction does make some sense given Ubisoft's past successes, but it also does raise some concerns. Fans have criticized the company for leaning too heavily on the formulaic open-world designs and pushing live service elements into franchises that didn't originally need them. It remains to be seen if they'll innovate or just keep repeating the same strategy. So it's hard to say definitively, is this a good idea or is this a bad idea? I really feel like maybe, they're kind of on something with Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed, always sells well, even though it does get a lot of, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been getting a lot of kind of negative reception. It's still one of those things where, that's through us more vocal minority gamers. I think the general public still, like the Assassin's Creed brand is still strong, like it's still going to sell well, and I think those pre-orders kind of show that. Now, live service games, this is where every company just wants this live service. They all just want their cash cow live service, and I mean, you can't really blame them. I mean, look at some of these games like Fortnite, how well they do. But, I mean, how many times are you going to keep beating this dead horse, you know? It is not working. Your company's kind of literally falling apart because of stuff like this. And that's all the news I've got for you today, so I want to thank you again for tuning into another episode of Game Crunch, and like always, let me know what your thoughts are down below. Have you been able to get into the Nightreign network test at all and check it out? I kind of forgot, and I don't think I got an invite anyway, so I guess I'm not playing it. But let me know as well. Do you think Ubisoft, do you think they got it figured out here, live service games? Do you think that's going to work for them? I don't know. Just let me know what you think down below. Anyway, if you missed yesterday's news, I'm going to put a video over here and another video you might like over here. And enjoy your weekend. Have a good one. I'll see you on Monday.